So narrative street is a term that we coined for basically, it came out of playing on Draft Street, and we used to joke that players got certain bonuses for revenge games or different things like that, but it was on this site, this fake site called Narrative Street. And so now it's become a thing in the industry that it's just a term used to describe when somebody has something that's not statistically relevant, but that someone might be using that as a motivating factor or a reason to pick a player. So a player's going against a team that cut them, they'd call that a revenge game, and we joke about how it would be a narrative street thing. Or a player is going to their hometown where they grew up and they have a lot of people in the stands, or it's their bobblehead night or their birthday. Just something that I think is ridiculous because, I don't know, I've never performed necessarily better at anything I've done on my birthday, so probably worse if anything. So it's just one of those things that it's become a hot button thing in the industry that people have leaned on, but it's one of those things I don't personally believe in, but a lot of people do. They use it, they want to find that extra edge and that extra motivation that a player might have, so we refer to that stuff as narrative street. Yeah, so overlay in the industry is just when a guaranteed prize pool is not going to fill. So the easy example to use is if DraftKings guaranteed an event with 10 players in it, and when the lineup's locked, there were only 7 entries in it, DraftKings has guaranteed that contest, so it will run with 10 players in it, but now there's only 7 players competing. So that's 30% of the prize pool that you don't have to compete against that you usually would, so that 30% would be called overlay.
So fantasy goodness is something that I refer to a lot. Basically, you're looking for guys who are going to put up touchdowns, put up big yards, and that's what I refer to as fantasy goodness. So it's a fun way to talk about guys who are going to put up a lot of fantasy points. Yeah, so a contrarian play is taking someone that you think is going to be low-owned, and basically there's a lot of upside in doing that in a tournament, because if you have a low-owned guy who does really well, it's going to vault you up the leaderboard and you won't be kind of mixed in with everyone else who has him. So it's a really popular and valid tournament strategy.
So a lineup stack. A lineup stack, the most conventional way a lineup stack in football is pairing a quarterback with its receiver. But, you know, there's different ways to stack. You can also stack a team defense with maybe a receiver who returns kicks, you know, so if they happen to get that big return kick for you, you get 2 touchdowns instead of 1. So yeah, there's several ways to stack. The most conventional is QB and receiver, and I'll definitely be doing that on Sunday.
A train is when a person has multiple entries with the same lineup, and you see a lot of people doing it with the bankroll boosters, like on DraftKings, where the top 100 each get 1,000. So you have people entering 5 lineups, but they're the same lineup. So if they get the top 100, they get 5,000. So that's kind of what train is, and you see them a lot in the bankroll boosters and in the big satellites that offer a lot of different tickets. If they're only offering 1 ticket, don't use a train.